Welcome back. In the previous part, we sort of completed our first assignment. We did get saved by the Bracer Guild by a divine blade, no less. But then we were informed what the SSS is all about, which is essentially copying the Bracer Guild. That's the best way of putting it. Let's go see how the others feel about this situation. This is Randy's room. Sounded like he was busy unpacking all his stuff earlier. Who's knocking? It's me, Lloyd. Can we talk for a bit? Sure, man. Come in. Make yourself at home. Cool, thanks. What the hell, Randy? And you can see why he's called Randy, can't you? Ah.
Yeah.
Welcome to my private castle. So, you already finished unloading all your things? No, not yet. I see you were pretty quick to make your decision, Randy. Oh, about declining the assignment. It doesn't sound like there'll be too much desk work. The job sounds like it's right up my alley. Hell, having my workplace and my home under one roof is how I like it. So yeah, I'm planning to stick around and see how this shakes out. Gotcha. Gotta say, confusion's written all over your face. Not that it's a surprise or anything. Doubt you want that detective license you busted your ass off for to go to waste, eh? Yeah, that's part of it. I'm just worried that this will make my goal that much harder to reach. Your goal? Don't worry about it. It's nothing too important. That reminds me. How exactly were you recruited in the first place, Randy? You're older than the rest of us, but you didn't go to the police academy, right? Yep, bingo. I saw those films and was like, it's not for me, there's too many antics going on. How I ended up being assigned here, huh? You really want to know? To be honest, yeah, that has been in my mind. That's sort of like, how did the others get involved? We know Tio, but the other two? Yeah, if you don't mind sharing, of course. Suppose it won't hurt to let you know. Thing is, I got in a bit of lady trouble. I wonder how. Lady trouble? Well, everyone found out I'd been fooling around with a bunch of them at my last workplace. Just as I was about to get the hammer, old man Sergei snatched me up. I guess this is all according to Adios's plan, eh? She works in mysterious ways. Where'd you work before, Randy? Oh right, Crossbell Guardian Force. More specifically, I was stationed at Bellegarde Gate. You know, that fortress facing the Empire. Is there anything else on the other side of the border that might be interesting? No, probably not. Guardian Force, well, answers that. No wonder you can swing that halberd of yours around like it's nothing. Trust me, when you're stationed that close to the border, there's absolutely nothing to do but train, patrol, and train some more. But hey, perk of working in Crossbell City full-time is that I can chill over in the entertainment district whenever I want. Phew, definitely made the right choice following Sergei after quitting the CGF. Well, I can relate with wanting to live in the city. A man after my own heart. You know, I've already scoped out a couple of shops that have some insanely smoking ladies working in them. If we do officially become co-workers, I say we hit the town and celebrate, eh? Ellie seems a bit too prim and proper, and kids don't belong where we'd go, so we'll have ourselves a guys' night out. Sure, I'll think about it, Randy. You're not doing that at all, are you? You're like, nope, constantly in your head. Oh my. Wonder what that poster is. Well, it's not like I don't sympathize with why you're at a loss. How about taking the night to mull things over, though? Hey, if we do officially become co-workers, I say we hit the town and celebrate, eh? I'll consider it. Alright, let's try heading down first. Ooh. Is this a back entrance? Well, it's not like I need to go outside now anyway. Fair enough. Just wondering what's around. Like, can I get... One of these has got to be mine, right? Or Lloyd's, even. It'd be nice if a computer was there. Ooh, what are they? No idea. Why do you have, like, jerry cans, as we call them here in the UK? Why do you have jerry cans in the kitchen? No idea. interesting reason why they're called jerry cans over here. It's all to do with the World War II. So what's this door then? Ah, okay. Is there any books or anything I can interact with? Maybe a copy of Woo Baby. Oh, near the Empire. That's entirely possible. Entirely possible. Right, let's go. No, I tried to go for the back entrance, Lloyd. Okay, so let's actually go up to the roof. Phew. What a great view. Just odd how it's so familiar to me. Especially the armory shop. Crossbell's really grown. The town where Uncle lives was by no means small, but compared to this, doesn't hold a candle. Or an orbital lamp. I'm finally home, aren't I? Kitty! Huh? Why are you green? A cat? If you're already at the annex, then that must mean you've been staying here way longer than the special support section has. Sorry about barging into your home like this. I'll go find somewhere else to think. I mean, it is green, isn't it? I mean, I know it's meant to be black, but it looks green. Making yourself feel right at home, aren't you? Then again, you've probably lived here for quite some time. Well, obviously, I made a cut there to go and get the translations ready for it. I do want to thank Geofront for very much carrying on using Kitty Talk for Dummies, because it very much is saying, who are you? Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm so happy that they've done that, because it's like, yes, yes. This should be Ellie's room if I remember correctly. I hope she isn't asleep already. Who is it? Oh, it's, me, Lloyd. You busy right now? I can come back later. No, you can come on in. The door shouldn't be locked. Oh, right, thanks. Thank goodness I finished up my cleaning before anyone visited. Would you like to take a seat? I'll brew some black tea if you like. Oh, lovely. No, you don't need to do all that. Besides, looks to me like you've already made your decision too. Oh, regarding my assignment here? In truth, I was unsure at first, but I decided to give this my best shot. That's so. You know, I can see the confusion written all over your face, Lloyd. But I can't fault you for that one bit. This special support section, honestly, it's far too unreasonable. Unreasonable? How so? From what we heard, the position was mostly created to fulfill various obligations and the CPD's own interests, right? I mean, it lacks basic rationale as a division, and its objectives are in no way coherent. And taking into consideration the CPD's budget and our ability to produce results, this division might not last long, right? Yeah, I can't help but draw the same conclusion too. But if you already knew that, why stay, Ellie? Do you have some reason? That's right. I thought it'd be a good way to see the truth for myself. I see. Well, I might be over-exaggerating. Honestly, I doubt I'll stay a member of the police force forever. In that sense, it's not too big a deal if this position takes me off course from my intended career track. Oh, really? Now that I think about it, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So how do you happen to join the CPD? Well, to be honest, this is part of my plan to study our society. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and marksmanship test when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I made perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart. Oh, but it's pretty rare for rookies to already earn their detective license, isn't it? You have your own circumstances, right, Lloyd? That's... Perhaps it'd be best to continue this talk after we've officially become co-workers. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, Ellie. Sorry for making you go through all this trouble for me. Don't worry about it, Lloyd. However, If you were to ask my personal opinion, I'd be happier if you decided to stay. You would. After all, we're both newcomers to the Force, who can strive to improve ourselves. But more importantly, you showed that you could be the leader we needed today. Your instructions were precise and quick, so I was able to calmly provide support. That means a lot, Ellie. Really. Thanks for letting me take up your time. I think I'll do a bit of self-reflection. Of course, anytime. Good night, Lloyd. Night, Ellie. Something I want confirmation on. I might look this up myself. This tartan she's got on the wall, this tartan that's on the rug here below, is interesting to me, because she's called McDowell, which implies maybe like a Scottish connection in some regard in terms of her name. Is this a McDowell tartan? Because if you didn't know, tartans are actually assigned to certain families, certain names essentially. Like my family comes from like Scotland, like part of it does at least, and there's a tartan assigned to them and that type of stuff. Also, there's a tartan that anyone who's a British citizen can actually use as well. Yes, I think it's like the Royal Standard tartan or something like that. Someone remind me what that's actually called. So, back to my actual question, which is this tartan a McDowell tartan? If it is, that would be an interesting detail. If it's not, then it's not. It was only our first day, but we're sure thrown right into it. Guess I'm a bit worn out. Once I write a bit in my diary, I'll probably turn in early. Yeah, we should turn in soon. Good night, Ellie. I'm assuming the only rooms that actually have people in have welcome mats. It is locked. This must be a spare room. Oh, no reason to mess with it now. I'm assuming we'll have other party members later and they'll use these rooms. But I like the idea that the welcome mat is a sign that people are inside. I guess this should be Tio's room. Wouldn't be surprised if she's asleep. No one home. Can't hear her moving around. Is she not in her room? Oh, that's a good point. She could be somewhere else. Didn't realize we could go in. I like the kitty pillows down there. Lovely. Yeah, looks like I was right. Though she's already unpacked all of her luggage. What's with the wires coming out the wall to nowhere? Very strange. These ones here, like what are they going towards? There's nothing there at all. I love these pillows. I love these pillows so much. They're adorable. They are adorable. Yeah, this must be a spare room. We know the idea there, Lloyd. Yeah, it's got to be the welcome mats. They've got to be a sign that someone's in there. Well, blue for boys, I assume. Blue for boys. Yes, very much so. It is locked. This must be the spare room, so this will be Sergei, no doubt. No, I expected to knock is kind of rude. We knocked on everyone else's door. What's up, kid? I'll repeat it for you. It's well within your power to decline your assignment to the Special Support Section. You already earned your detective qualifications, so imagine you'd just be reassigned to one of the investigative divisions. At least give it a night of thought. Aha! Tio, what are you up to at this hour? Oh, Lloyd. As you could probably deduce, I'm checking our terminal. The terminal? That big thing? Yes. It's an improved orbital terminal based on ZCF's Capel computer system. With it, it's possible to receive data and information from the police department, thanks to the orbital network. Let's rewind for a bit. You lost me. How should I explain this? Lloyd, what is the extent of your knowledge about the Orbital Network project? The Orbital Network? I occasionally see articles about it in the newspaper, but I'm not an expert on it. I think I read something about the Epstein Foundation proposing the project. Originally, the Orbital Network project began as a collaboration between the Foundation and Zeiss Central Factory. Now it progresses primarily due to the efforts of the Epstein Foundation. Its large-scale testing stage is currently taking place right here in Crossbell State. The This terminal is part of it. Can't say I followed that well. In the end, what's this project trying to accomplish? Simply put, it's technology that improves upon traditional communication devices. On top of having communication functions, it links terminals through orbital computing, constructing an efficient information network. That's the project, in layman's terms. But that wasn't clear at all. It's the internet, Lloyd. There you go. That's how she should have explained it. So simple. So basically, it's equipment that'll make contacting HQ easier and optimize the chain of command in the city. If you were just taking into account this terminal, you wouldn't be incorrect. While terminals are not my specialty, I can operate this one for us. Considering the future, I suppose I should become more acquainted with it. Yeah. Let me guess. You probably didn't even think about refusing this assignment, huh, Tio? Eh? No, what I'm trying to say is, when I was your age, all I wanted to do was play around with my friends. You said you were transferred here from the Foundation. Tio, you aren't being forced to work here, right? What? Don't tell me you actually are? No matter your situation, you shouldn't tolerate being forced to work like this. If you want, I'd be happy to give you a helping hand. Lloyd, please calm down. No cause for concern. I'm not being coerced into working by the Foundation. Rather, this recent transfer was the result of a selfish request of mine. Request? What do you mean? I have my own reasons for being in Crossbell. That should satisfy your curiosity. Besides, I think it'd be prudent to worry about yourself before others, right, Lloyd? Yeah. You make a good point, Tio. I'm sorry for being pushy about your situation. No, I simply thought that being too soft-hearted might have negative ramifications on your detective work. Unlike that of Brazos, your occupation hinges on the distrust of suspects, correct? Oh, you really don't pull any punches, do you? Maybe I really am still a big softy. Jeez, and I thought I'd disciplined myself enough during the police academy's training. But I guess that training alone doesn't make me qualified to be a detective. Tio? Maintenance of the terminal has been completed. Construction work on the orbital cables is scheduled for tomorrow, so I'm going to turn in early tonight. Ah, okay. Night, Tio. Hope you get a good night's rest. Thank you. If you'll excuse me. What? All three of them have already given this assignment thought and made their decisions. So I'm the only conflicted one. Yeah, you arrived later than those three, it's fine. Jeez, this is no good. What I'm doing is getting nowhere fast. Maybe some fresh air will do me some good. Don't look at the camera, I'm very worried about that these days. Very worried. Very, 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 very worried. Man, what a nice breeze. Bellheim, okay. Oh, I can see the Bellheim apartments from up here. Hello, hello. I bet everyone from back then has moved by now. I think Cecil's family is still living there, though. I should pay them a visit once I find the time. It's been 3 years since then. After Uncle's family took me in, I eventually enrolled in the Crossbell Police Academy. I studied and trained like a madman. After that, I passed the detective qualification exam. But in the end, what did I actually want to accomplish after becoming a detective? Hey, police guy! Hey, it's the hat guy. Or hat kid. You two. I've been looking everywhere for you. We went to the police department, but they told us you weren't around. They told us about this place, though. This is it, right? Where the special support section worked? Yeah, this is the place. Do you need something? Well, actually, we just thought we ought to thank you for today. You know, the right way. Really? If you all hadn't been there, those monsters would have hurt us pretty bad. That's why we decided to come thank you again. Well, thanks you two. I appreciate the sentiment. Don't forget, you guys still look dumb next to someone like Arios. But you know, compared to the rest of the CPD, I guess you look pretty cool. You just gotta work hard to catch up to him now. Come on, Rio. Came to thank him. Why are you trying to lecture him? No, this is pretty much exactly what he needs. Well done, Rio. No, I get it. He's right, too. We don't plan on disappointing you, Rio. By the way, where do you two live? I can escort you guys home if you want. Oh, no worries. West Street is right over there, so I'm good. I live on the residential street, but I should be fine. But, could you tell Ellie and Tio that we stopped by too? Sure, I'll let them know. Why not Randy? Be safe on your way back, okay? Yeah, don't worry about us. Well then, see you later. Triple dot all over the place here, aren't you, Lloyd? You really are a simple guy, Lloyd Bannings. All it took to lift your spirits was getting thanked by some random kids. I guess in the end, everything depends on how I choose to face my feelings. Word of advice, Lloyd. To be a man, you have to be willing to tackle the issue you're facing head on. Follow your heart and intuition, and grasp the truth with your own two hands. If you can do that, you'll be able to see what exactly it is you want to do. Yeah, he's right. If I don't at least put myself out there, I won't come to understand anything. Telephone. A phone call. On one of those old-fashioned wired telephones, you know.
Hi.
I say it's wired. You can clearly see it's actually not wired. It is wireless. Interesting. Yes, hello? You've reached the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section. Lloyd? Lloyd, is that you? What? Cecil? Is it Cecil? Well, that's the thing I want to know right now. Is it Cecil or is it like Cecile? I'll go with Cecil for now until someone confirms otherwise. Thank goodness, it's really you. When I contacted the police department, they told me to call this number. The Special Support Section, you said? Is that the division you're assigned to? Nothing's official yet. More importantly, I'm really sorry, Cecil. It makes more sense to be Cecile, I don't know. I was meaning to stop by first thing, but... No, don't beat yourself up over that. I should have gone to greet you when you arrived at the station. Please, it's fine, Cecil. I promise. After all, work has you busy, right? We can meet up once you're able to get some time off. It's very much with names. Please do let me know if there's a official way of saying their names, because that's what I'm pretty much after. That's no good, Lloyd. How can you be so distant to someone who's practically your sister? I haven't seen you in 3 years, you know? Geez, fine. We'll find a way to make time somehow. And I'll make sure to go see Uncle Miles and Aunt Late tomorrow too. Great, they'll love that. Mom and Dad have been really worried about you all this time. But I'm so happy. You finally come back to Crossbell. Yeah. I'm home, Cecile. Welcome home, Lloyd. Sometimes I do take my own artistic license for some things, like the Arse. Makes more sense to call it the Arse rather than the Arsail. Because, you know, French. Marseille. So, you up for it? No objections here. Besides, you're the one who dragged me to the CPD in the first place. Sure you don't want me to recommend you to the 1st Division? They'd probably really benefit from someone with your combat prowess. Yeah, I'll pass. Honestly, I'd rather sign up for the Guardian Force again than do that. Less paperwork, more action. Fair enough. What about you, Ellie? I will happily accept this position. I'm looking forward to working with you. Glad to hear. And to be frank, your name's it could be Frank Sergey. Alright, Frank Sergey it is. And to be frank, I didn't expect someone like you to be here. Guess the higher-ups recommended you to this division with hopes that your calmer demeanor would make for the perfect office girl. Of course, you're well aware that this won't be a bed of roses, right? Yes, quite aware, sir. From here on out, I intend to work on things that actually make a difference. Good answer. Well, Tio, do I even need to ask? Not at all. This position is what we agreed on from the start. Though on a side note, the orbital cables are scheduled to be wired this evening. Would you like me to set up the terminal while I'm at it? Yeah, I was counting on it. So, 3 down, 1 to go. Lloyd Bannings, a Crossbell Police Academy graduate who earned high marks in both police theory and practice. We took those skills and used them to ace the CPD's detective exam. If you ask me, you're too talented for this team. These guys aren't nearly as qualified as you. A cop like you will find success in whatever division or team he's assigned to. Hell, I bet no one here would blame you if you walked right out that door. With that in mind, still have any lingering doubts? No, sir. None at all. I look forward to working under you, Chief Frank Sergey. Good stuff, man. You must have given it a lot of thought. You're a real killjoy, kid. I was hoping that you'd at least show a hint of uncertainty. Come on, sir. Oh, that settles that. You guys have the day off today. From tomorrow onward, you'll be working your asses off. Tio, terminal's all yours. Roger. Oops, I almost forgot. Lloyd Bannings. Sir? Ellie McDowell. Sir. Randy Orlando. Sup? Tio Plato. Sir. As of today at 9 a.m. It's 9:37, but alright. As of today at 9 a.m., I officially approve and acknowledge your new assignments. Welcome to the Special Support Section. Look forward to the mountain of different jobs I'll be throwing at you. Oh, crap. I don't like paperwork. As initial investigation expenses, the team received 1,000 mera. Spend it wisely. Our beloved goddess Edios, who art in the sky, we beseech thee, open thine heavenly gates for the soul running towards your loving embrace. I couldn't believe the news when I first heard it. A guy like him, passing this young. Wasn't he about to get married to that beautiful fiancée of his too? Why did things end up like this? Why? Damn it all. What the hell are the police doing? One of their own was killed. Are they going to let this become another unsolved case? It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. His parents passed away a while ago, didn't they? How will his younger brother handle all this? Lloyd, are you feeling alright? Please don't push yourself. I know you haven't been sleeping much recently. I'm fine, Cecile. I'm just sorry that you've had to go out of the way for me like this. I should have taken care of all of this myself. Lloyd, you don't have to keep up this distant facade around me. We're family, aren't we? Besides, Guy was my... Cecile? I'm so sorry, Lloyd. I know that you're hurting the most out of all of this. Things are going to be hard from now on. Please don't forget that I'm here for you. Until you can stand on your own 2 feet, I'll stand by your side, Lloyd. I really was a brat, wasn't I? I shouldn't have been so stubborn. I should have taken her outstretched hand. I'm home, Guy. Sorry for not stopping by sooner. Guess I still need to work on my stubbornness. But I'm here now. I'm back. I'm a detective of the CPD, same as you. And I'm home. Still got a long way to catch up to you, and I was assigned to this weird division. But I'm going to do my best with the hand I was dealt. Keep watching over me, Guy. I'll talk to you again soon. Well, time to get started on your first official job as the SSS. Though maybe I should give you some more information before we get ahead of ourselves. Lloyd, grab your detective notebook. Yes, sir. Black notebook with the police crest? Yeah, looks like the real deal. We can also use this to identify ourselves as police officers, right? Correct. There's also some more advice and explanations in there if you ever get curious. Heck, it's even got info about your tactical ordnance. Pretty good reference to have. However, its most important purpose is to keep track of the investigation report. Investigation report? What's that? Lloyd, your turn. Yes, sir. Good thing I learned about all this at the academy. The CPD maintains a rule that all of its investigations are to be carefully and thoroughly documented. After an investigation is assigned to you, you can record its status and keep track of progress in the detective notebook. When submitting a report, the department evaluates what is in the notebook, and our bonuses are decided around that. That's why we need to fill it out as detailed and concisely as possible. That's a smart system. It just sounds like a bunch of boring paperwork to me. That's the gist of it. However, the situation at the SSS is slightly different from other divisions. Apart from your standard investigations, you're also assigned to what we like to call support requests. Huh? Tio, if you will. Roger. Everyone, follow me. I thought they weren't going to get up there. I was like, I'm staying sat down. I don't need to go over there. Oh, I remember now. Isn't this the terminal that you were busy hooking up to the Orbital network, Tio? Yes, I finished configuring it yesterday. After booting up, you can select an option from the menu screen. Well, would you look at that? So these are the support requests. Just looking at all the information here. Bindos. Alright then. Right. Aside from official missions from the department, it can also receive other requests. Think about requests coming from citizens, tourists, heck, maybe even the government will send us jobs from time to time. Support requests are optional, but if you decide to skip some, odds are that the Bracer Guild will snatch them up. Oh, yeah, sounds about right. By doing your support requests, we take some of the guild's popularity for ourselves. Is that what you're getting at? Basically, but on a much smaller scale. Anyway, when the department's busy, they might force you to help them. Patrolling the city, doing some menial paperwork, who knows? You're kidding, right? It's all part of the job, Randy. Wait, has the terminal already started receiving these requests? Why don't you take a look for yourselves? Just don't forget to keep track of them in your notebook. We won't, sir. What's wrong? The support requests won't take care of themselves. Just take a look at the terminal. That should keep you entertained for now. Support request explanation urgent. Client, Crossbell Police Reception Desk. Reward is question mark DP. Oh my. Hello everyone. Congratulations on being appointed to the new Special Support section. As a first order of business, allow me to give you a rundown on submitting reports for all of your assignments. Please come by the reception desk at the CPD. Sorry to trouble you. Seems to me like this is just a glorified notification system. But for cops. Now we just gotta head down to the HQ and listen to their explanation, right? Yeah, sounds like it. I think I'm finally starting to get the idea behind this whole Orbital network thing. Unlike telephones, which are purely auditory, the Orbital network can transmit text and images. I've heard about it before, but now that I've seen it in practice, I can certainly see how it would be advantageous in all sorts of situations. Yes. As we speak, beta testing is being conducted throughout Crossbell State. The system implemented in the police departments is one such example. No, I hear the guild has also started experimenting with terminal systems too. That should be enough to get you started. How about I let you guys work that support request that just came in? Understood. But, what do we do after that? I'd love to say, do whatever you feel like doing, but you can bet that the real requests will start pouring in after your little lecture at HQ is over. Let's see. Considering this is your first assignment, try completing this as a statement to HQ saying that you're capable of police work. That should shut them up for a while. Is that really the underlying issue here? By the way, Lloyd, you're in charge of giving everyone a tour of the city. A tour of the city? Why? Well, because the NPCs are important, Lloyd. You're the ones protecting this place, so go see it with your own eyes. Know it like the back of your hand. Oh, and once you head out, make sure to drop by the weapon shop and the Opal store. They aren't too far away. As police officers, those places will be pretty handy in the future. We'll stop by before going to the police department then. I'll be in my office most of the time, probably either reading a magazine or taking a nap. If you run into any problems, don't bother me. You're smart kids, so figure it out for yourselves. Well, then, off you go. Wait a minute. That's one irresponsible dude. Is it really okay for him to slack off like that? I fear for our future. Anyway, this is our first real assignment. Let's walk around the city a bit first, and take care of that support request. It's natural to feel nervous, but as long as we don't rush things, everything will turn out okay. Agreed. Roger that. Time to hit the road then. When you inspect the terminal at the SSS and choose Check Requests, a list of available support requests is displayed. The support requests are completely optional, but completing them earns you Mirror and DP. I mean, straight away I'm like, is there any more? No. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, you just gotta be sure, haven't you? Gotta be sure. Taking care of smaller support requests is the special support section's job. It's up to you whether you complete them or not, but at least head to the police department later. And if you want to learn about fine-tuning your enigmas, you should stop by the Opal store too. Roger that. Oh, there's a cat up here. You're too adorable. Seems like this has been his home for far longer than it's been ours. Actually, he's probably been here since the Crossbell Times stopped using this place as their main office. Psst, psst. What's your name, little fella? His name is Koppe. Is that a name you just came up with, Tio? It's really cute. No, I was not the one who originally named him. Anyway, I think it would be best if we stuck with Koppe. No complaints here. Let's try and bring the guy some food every now and then, eh? So, we meet again, fleshy thing. Like, yes, we do. Well, I think that's a lovely place to actually end this part then. And what we'll do, obviously, in the next part is start the rounds, I guess. So see you then. Ta-ta for now.